I'm sure Edwin will make sure everybody except for the Toastmaster today and the special evaluator has a table topic to answer. And Edwin's all grins because he knows that as table topics master, he won't have to answer any of the questions. So please welcome competent communicator Edwin.
Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmaster and potential Toastmasters, and of course our guest from another club, FFF, Fun for Friday. Table topic master today, it's fun time, so we get to pick on you. No, honestly, this is impromptu speech, meaning that impromptu speech is when you are not prepared, and I'm going to give you a topic. It happens to be about internet. Now, a lot of times we cannot talk about other things that I like to talk about, which are religion, politics, and sex. But we can't talk about that. So today we're going to talk about internet because that seems to take a lot of time, a lot of my time. I don't know how much time it takes from your day, but it seems to take a lot of my time. So first thing, let me give you the reason we have impromptu speeches. It's very much like prepared speeches. Basically what you have to do is prepare your opening, have a content, be organized, and have a conclusion. So that's the reason we have impromptu speeches also, is to teach you how to do that. A lot of people don't realize that because they're thinking so much about the content. But my first question is to no one yet. Let me give you a question. What do you like about the internet and why? So anybody want to volunteer before I pick on them?
No.
What do you like on the internet?
I'll get it over with and I can relax.
All right. Our Bob Landon, please come on up.
You're master of ceremony for the day, Toastmaster of the day.
No, he's Toastmaster.
Oh, you're Toastmaster. Topics master. Thank you. So the question is, what do I like about the internet? What is exciting about the internet? Well, the truth of the matter is, you have to make choices. I have so many friends whose life is absorbed by the internet. They're addicted to Facebook. But for me, I'm addicted to Google because I don't have to learn anything anymore. You know, I'm free from learning. If I want information, I just go into Google and I get it. I get too much, and quote, you can't trust the internet, you know. You get one opinion here and one opinion there. But my fascination is to have everything like an encyclopedia in my hand and Google for me. But I want to get back to the addiction because I think so much time is wasted. You can see that every day on the BTS or the MRT. Everybody's, and what are they doing? Nothing that's mental development. It's talking about inane, unimportant, boring, to me, not to them, topics where there's no learning involved. It's just absorbing time. And because they're absorbing time, they don't have a chance to learn anything else. Of course, I don't have a chance to learn anything else on Google either, except I'm motivated to get information, and so that's very important to me. Thank you for listening. Good to be here.
I think Bob has the same sentiments that I do. We do spend a lot of time on the internet. And I like that. Google's too, because basically when I was younger, I had an encyclopedia and I had a dictionary, and they were, to me, very limited. But now we have Google's, and we got the opposite problem, too much information. But still, we have a big advantage because we can narrow it down, and we can find the answers that we want, or that we think is correct. So we have more deciphering to do. The second question is, how has the internet changed your life? I would like to ask somebody here.
Me.
Yeah.
That's my topic.
That is your
Thank you. Well, the internet is just, I think it's the wonder of 21st century, right? I mean, the 21st century. First of all, okay, I will start with my university years. I never had the chance to have it on a computer. I think towards the end of the university only I bought one. Started having internet, searching for information, reading, etc. Then when I came to South Africa, became an internet researcher. So what happened? Every day, internet research, lots of information. But I had to narrow it down to find specific information and profile it. So this type of thing taught me how to search properly, what keywords to use, where to look, under what name in specific sections of the website. So it's a very invaluable experience to me. Also, it started playing an important tool role in my job search to find a job in Thailand. Took me altogether 6 months to look for different information, reading into different countries, cultures, job offers, and etc., all those little things. So in my life, the internet plays a huge role. I hope probably in future it will get back. Something like that. Thank you.
I didn't realize that the internet could affect your life like that. It's never been affected me that way, but glad to hear that you have got something out of that. Number 3 question is, do you believe social media increases closer personal relationships or not? Well, I believe we need to get somebody that would be interested in social media. Oh, very well. The speaker wants to speak some more. Very well.
Could you repeat the question?
Sure. Do you believe social media increases or promotes closer personal relationships?
Oh, okay. For me, I think living offline is a lot more important than dealing with everything online. From my point of view, I usually find my friends doing something with her iPhone all the time, and I think it's very annoying. Even she had a good chance to be connected with another friend, but I think it made me feel upset because sometimes we need to pay more attention to people around you, not people on the internet, on the social network. I think it's unreasonable, and the internet changes the world into something invisible. I think we should focus more on the reality, the real relationship. If everyone can type anything on the internet, it's very difficult for us to distinguish between the truth and the lies. So it's quite dangerous sometimes. So I think it would be a lot better to open our mind, to speak, to listen, to see facial expression, gestures, or anything in the reality. It's very important to remind that we live in the real world, not in the visual internet. Thank you.
For that, I see that you don't use social media that much, right?
Yes.
Very good.
In limited time, but honestly, I think I addicted to Facebook, but I can control this addiction.
Very good. Yes, it is an addiction. So next question basically doesn't have anything to do with that, but it says, what are the benefits of the internet? What do you benefit from the internet besides this information? Anybody want to answer? All right, very good. Potential Toastmaster Emma, could you please come up here?
Hi everyone. For me personally, internet has a big role because basically I work in Thailand and I'm from the Philippines, so I usually communicate with my friends, family, a lot of people outside Thailand. So internet basically, it gives me a sense of familiarity and connection with the people that I really want to connect with. So I don't have, I don't have to call on the phone and spend a lot of money just to call them. So it's better to connect online, Skyping or Facebooking, because it's cheaper anyway. It's free, You have to go for Wi-Fi like that, and you don't have to bother yourself to buy load or credit card in your phone. So it's a big step for me, because we are living in a world of modern. So I think it's really helping me a lot, and so other people. Thank you.
It's interesting that we have people that are all over different parts of the world communicating almost instantaneously, which is very interesting. The next question I have is, what do you think China, people in China, I should say, what do you think their benefits are from the internet? I would like to ask Toastmaster Peter to answer.
Wow. What are the benefits of the people in China for the internet? Why are you asking me that question? The thing is, I wouldn't know anything about China if it weren't for the internet. In fact, the reason I know that China is over there is because Facebook is banned over there. So I can't talk to anyone in China on Facebook. If the Chinese government hadn't done that, I wouldn't even know China was there, apart from everything that I'm wearing is made there. I think one of the benefits of the Chinese people, there are a few. First of all, they get an internet that is not ruined by Facebook. They get a pure internet, pure experience with no Zuckerberg, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So they get the benefit without the huge time cost, if you like, without the huge impact on the younger generation from getting addicted. Of course, they have their own version of Facebook in China, which everyone's addicted to anyway, but at least Zuckerberg isn't making any money out of them. And the second benefit I think that the Chinese get is they get access to information. Because in the old days, it was always the government of the day who decided what history was. If there's a war, the winner decided what the history was. Always in a war, the bad guys always lost, because the winners decided what the truth was. But that doesn't happen anymore. When the government does something and changes something, and they say, well, it was a good thing, actually now people can see the real information and access the truth through the internet. And they can find out all the information, despite what the US government, or what the Chinese government tries to do to block everything. They can go through proxy servers in America or Thailand or anywhere else and get the information they need. So I think the real benefit is being able to get the undiluted or the uncensored information from around the world and learn what is really going on outside of China. Thank you.
I wanted to catch distinguished Toastmaster Peter off guard. So he did a very good job in terms of getting the answers I thought would be interesting, because he always has interesting answers. I know that the internet has been very powerful in the Arab Spring and all the different world, because people are getting information. It makes a more level, flatter world, so people are on the same level. So they get the same information rather than being regulated by governments or by different types of thinking. Ideology like in China or in Russia or wherever. So it's very difficult for us to realize that until we see that. Now, the last one is very simple. What are the benefits of social media for you? Okay. Toastmaster, come on up, please. Give her a big hand.
So, hi everyone. I'm talking about the benefit of social media. The benefit, I'm sure social media, the one who create might think ahead, like this should be the benefit to our people in the world. So I think benefit for my using social media is we put people close together. For the technology and the news or the information is, like going through over people that, probably need a lot of support from that. And this probably the benefit. But myself, the benefit for myself, I really think information today is useful, but we need to really scanning, might have benefit and the bad way to this. And this is what I think. Thank you.
Appreciate your opinion about that. We have one more question because
We actually got that.
we have one more because I forgot on the very first opening statement. I said that the purpose of this was to have everyone give an opportunity to speak and think on their feet. So I think we have a few people we have forgotten. So let me put this out to you. The next question is, what do you think would happen in this new century if there was no internet? So, I would like
So the question was, imagine a world with no internet.
correct.
I mean, I'd kill myself. I'd jump up, seriously, I'd kill myself. Because internet to me is everything. I mean, I pay my bills, I search for so much information, not to mention PORN. So it's incredible. So a world with no internet, I don't see us existing. I mean, can you imagine without having Facebook or internet banking or Google? We'd be like nothing. I mean, imagine that. Because our lives are so tied together with internet that I don't see a world without internet. I think we'll all go berserk and just kill ourselves or something. So that's my answer.
Toastmasters, that was an amazing answer. I didn't expect that.
That's true, yeah.
Guess I came from a different era in life.
You're a dinosaur.
Exactly. The last question
Really,
is
last question.
directed to President Nick because I know he's from engineering background, so I'm going to ask him a question. How do you think the internet has affected the engineering field?
Wow.
The question is how internet has affected on the engineering field. As mentioned earlier by other respondents, right? Our life tied with the internet. We search for information, many kind of information from the internet. All the new technology innovation can be found from the internet. So, in engineering field, of course, the science and engineering also the big part of the information in the internet. So I think internet is where we share our knowledge, right? And we can take the existing knowledge for the new innovation or making new technology. Okay. So the answer to the question is that the internet play a big role in the engineering field and it have the big impact in the engineering field.
Toastmaster Nick, I realize that we very broad question, but I wanted something more specific from you. But I didn't realize I should have asked a more specific question. That's my fault. But I do believe that the internet has affected each one of us differently, and depending on if you were a dinosaur like me or a new person that just can't live without it, like some of us. The Toastmaster of the day will actually take over now because I'm finished with my high table topics. I thank you very much.